Point 1 Comics. Well, I've got some new comic books to show you. But before I go any further, if you can please, if you haven't done so already, subscribe to my channel, share my channel to whomever, if you like what you see, please, and the notification button. So these are comic books that I finally got in from the last week. My first set, these are quickly, or have become my go-to channel on Instagram. It's from my JT Ripple Pressing and Recasters. If you've seen my previous videos, you know I've talked about them. They have a weekly sale on Wednesday, which is new comic book day. And JT basically goes to a comic book store and then you just start purchasing what he shows you. Most of the comics there are regular price, retailing price. But if you have the variants, of course, the prices vary depending on the ratio of 1 to 10, 1 to 25, 1 to 50, etc. Every Wednesday, they're on Instagram Live, and I buy comic books from them. The ones that I missed that I get from my normal comic book shop. And besides buying them from them, obviously a bunch of other people from Instagram are on there, and you get to know them, but you see their names to become regulars. And it's just, to me, it's just a good time. There's joking around. They give away some free prizes every now and then. So like I said, every Wednesday, I will have their links below me in the description. So the first one I got from them, it's not new, but it's kind of, I wanted this one for a while. I just never had it, and the seller, the comic book store owner, had it there. It's Amazing Fantasy #1. The first appearance of Anya. So like I said, they sell comic books that come out that week, but since it's a comic book store, of course, they have other comic books there that are not, from the week, that are just older, and they sell them afterwards. After the sales go through, he shows the wall, and if you like a comic book, you see the price, and if you want it, you just tell them. And like I said, you have to be as specific as possible when you do this. There may be, for example, Venom, number 30, for example. There may be issues, more than one issue, so it's issue A, B, or C. So when you tell them you want Venom number 30, you have to tell them which one. They won't know, but they'll tell you, send me a message and tell me which one you want. So the next one I got is Dr. Aphra number 6. I wish I had gotten the Jim Bartel Dr. Aphra number 6. That comic book is hot right now, but I got the regular cover. Not that I'm complaining. Just wish I would have had it. I'm trying to get it on eBay, but the prices have skyrocketed. Actually, I got 2 of them. This one is Something is Killing the Children. Got 2 also. They sell them, like I said, these are not variants, so they just go for the regular price. To me, that's a great deal, because other stores sometimes, if a book becomes hot all of a sudden, not a variant, but just becomes hot, they jack up the prices. They don't. They sell it to the people on Instagram at that price. But like I said, when it comes to variants, any store will, the price does go up for those. This one is Champions #1 Outlawed. Next one up is I Walk with Monsters. It looks like the company is called Vault Comics #1. This one is X-Men X of Swords Destruction #1, part 22 of 22. Now this one was a variant, so I paid a little bit more than a normal price comic book. So that's all I have for you from JT Ripple Pressing and Recasters. My next one up here is, now these I've mentioned them also before. This is G-Mart Comics. They're based in Chicago, Illinois. They're a local comic book shop, not my local comic book shop, but this is where I get the majority of my comic books from. I have every month they have orders, and I just tell them which ones I want, and it's a really good service. I've been using them, over 10 years now. So, you know, whenever I want something that's missing that I see later on, I send them a message, hey, do you have this one? If they have it, you know, they'll grab it and pull it for me. They ship out once a month basically for me, or another method is the one that I use, is once they have $85 of your comics ready, they ship it out and the shipping is free, and that's why I like it, you know, because it's free. So the first one is called Assassin and Son by Scout Comics. Next one up is Earth Mightiest Heroes The Avengers. This is The Age of Khonshu, part 4. Looks like Moon Knight is being possessed by Phoenix of Phoenix from X-Men storyline. Next one up is Captain America number 25. This is a Scotty Young variant. Yeah, I mean, these Scotty Young comic books, they always grab me. Whenever I see them, I don't care what book it is. If Scotty Young has the drawing or the artwork on the front cover, I get it. So, this next one is from Scout Comics, Children of the Grave, number 1. If I read this one, or when I read this one, I'll let you know. Maybe next video that I have, I'll tell you what it's about. Next one is Doctor Who, number 1. It's a Peach Momoko cover A. Next one up is the Immortal Hulk, number 40, Scotty Young book. So, you know, like I said previously, these next ones are Marvel's Voices, number 1. I've been really trying to catch up on reading all my comic books, but it's a lot, and sometimes I just have to read a lot of issues from one comic book. I'm up to the Flash right now, and I was like 10 issues behind, so I'm trying to read them all at once, so that way, you know, when I'm done reading them all, I have to start again from the beginning and catch up again. But it's getting better and better. I gotta stop watching TV so much. Another Marvel Voices, but this is Indigenous Voices, number 1. There's some variants of that. I believe the artist's last name is Mack. I don't quite remember his first name. I think it's David Mack. This is the same book, but it's a virgin copy. Next up is Monstrous by Marjorie Liu. I met her at comic book a couple years ago to just have a book signed for me, the original Monstrous series. Very nice person. We chatted for a couple minutes. You know, she basically back then it was for Marvel books that she had, but I mean she branches out, of course. Very good writer of storylines. Next up is Power Pack number 1, Outlawed. Recent Marvel comic books, an incident happened and some kids got hurt, and now they're outlawing any superheroes who are basically not adults. So that's where that storyline is. And every time they go out now, they're breaking the law. See what happens with that storyline. I have DC comic book Rorschach, number 2 by Peach Momoko. Next one is Spawn 312. It's an homage, I believe, to Spider-Man 700, where he's swinging through the skyline. This next one is, This next one is Spider-Woman number 6 by Todd Knock. They're headshots. He's done about, I don't know how many already, but different characters, but it's just basically a headshot of the character. Spider-Woman number 6. Next up is Star Wars Darth Vader, number 7, The Bounty Hunters. If you watch the Star Wars movie, there's a scene where they have the bounty hunters looking over it on top of the Empire, and this is a picture of that basically. Darth Vader's books, at least this storyline, is very good. I highly recommend reading this one. Next one is by Scout Comics, The Recount. I have Venom coming up. I have 2 of them. Venom has so many variant covers, but these are just the regular covers. If I bought every variant cover there was, I wouldn't have any. So I try to limit what I buy. Here's the first one. Here's the next one. So my last 2 from G-Mart Comics are Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman 766 and Wonder Woman 767. Over here. This one. And this one. So like I said, these are from G-Mart Comics. And next ones are from Legacy Comics. They are based in Southern California, I think in the LA area. Go up here. These are, Marvel came out with a new little title, not a little title, but a title for new artists. It's going by Stormbreakers. So basically they're like introducing these new artists. This one is Venom. And the next one is Shadowcat and her dragon Lockheed. They're like going through a wall. The last one from Legacy Comics is last week Daredevil number 25 really was hot. I mean, it was unexpected and everybody wanted them. You know, if you haven't read it yet, I haven't yet, but I know what happens to Matt Murdock. But that issue number 25 just caught on fire. Everybody was scrambling to get them, myself included. So I got one of the covers. This is a variant cover. This is by La Roca. It's a 1 in 25 variant. I got some of the regular issues too, but they haven't come in yet. You know, like I said, I get comic books from different locations, and sometimes I have to wait a little while more. I don't normally go to an LCS, a local comic book store by my house. I just don't. You know, most of mine come from the mail. So that's the way I decided to go with them. So these next ones, let me see where these came from. Okay, yeah, these ones came from eBay. I do buy eBay books every now and then, and if you've seen one of my previous videos, my favorite age is the Silver Age. So whenever I can, I do get Silver Age books, and these are all Avengers books. This is Avengers number 76. And I got 2 annuals. These are all from the same seller. This is King Size Avengers number 2. Size Avengers number 3. I mean, the prices for these back in the day were 25 cents. I was like, dang it, why can't comic books be 25 cents now? Next ones came from the Comic Mint. This is Dark Knight's Death Metal Rise of the New God. And for those who collect comic books, Batgirl number 50 just recently the series had ended. DC decided not to continue with it, but I got a couple of the last issues from them. Now these next three are CGC books. I knew what the grades were already, so that's why I opened it up ahead of time. When I bought it off of, they all came from the Comic Mint. They tell you what the grade is, you know, so I knew what they were. That's why I opened it now. Because I have one here directly from CGC that I haven't opened. This is my last one. I gotta see what it is. It's gonna be a surprise to you and me. This one is Venom number 26, signed and sketched by In-Hyuk Lee on September 30th. Let's see if this fits in here. That's cool. He's drawing a little remark, I believe, right there also. Now, every November, a lot of stores have started doing this. They have sales. And the Comic Mint has one also. I think it's the day after Thanksgiving, BOGO. Buy one, get one free. And it's a mad rush. I mean, I've tried 3 times, and this is the first year I've gotten something. The other 2 years, I was just too slow. I just didn't get it. You know, by the time I looked at what I wanted, they were gone. So the way this sale works, these are, like I said, from the Comic Mint. Say if you buy a book for $100, okay? It's CGC. You can get one of equal or lesser value, and basically you're just paying for one. If you get one for $100 and you know, one's at $150, you can still qualify, but it's normally the way it goes is you get the higher one first, and then equal to that price of $150 or anything below that, you know, you get. So this one I've wanted for the longest time. I have this without CGC, but there's a blemish on there, and I heard that CGC marks it down, so it wouldn't be a 9.8. This is Batgirl number 23 from July of 2018. It's a side view of her here. And the next one is Ghost Spider number 8 from May of 2020. It's a Peach Momoko cover. And she signed it, so that's why it's a yellow label. So like I said, these all came from the Comic Mint, and his sale is excellent. He's got some really nice books that he sells. Like I said, buy one, get one free. You can't beat that, but it's just once a year, and you have to be quick. You know, 2 years previously, I wanted something, and I was trying to debate which other one to get, and I just didn't get them. But this year, like I said, I got them. So these next ones, this next one came from Frankie's comic. Something is Killing the Children. I think it's issue number 12. It's a really nice looking cover. I may get this one CGC. I mean, it's just really awesome to me. Next one is from, which one is this? Pack Rat Comics. It's not just, but it's Black Panther, number 11. I just like the cover, so I decided to buy it. Let's see where these are from. Okay, so these came from Trinity Comics. I follow them on Facebook, and I've met the owner of Trinity Comics a couple of times. Well, once at San Diego Comic-Con, Matt, and nice guy, hustles. He really hustles. They basically go to comic book conventions. You know, when they come back, I'm sure they're going to start doing it again. Where if you want a signature, if you're not at the convention, you know, you pay them a certain amount of money, obviously, and then they basically stay in line to get signatures for you, or if you want a comic book that's not sold anywhere else but comic book conventions, they let you know this is what is available, this is what we're selling them for, and they wait in line. I've waited in line for comic books, and it's tiring. I mean, sometimes you wait hours just to get a book because everybody wants them, but they're only available at that comic book convention. This one is, I keep forgetting the cover to this. I think it's dark red. This is a foil cover. This is a unique cover. when I opened it up, I'm going to open it up now. It is a foil cover, but it's very hard foil. It's not like your normal foil cover books. This one is almost like it's glued on to the front cover. Kind of hard to explain, but it's awesome. It's a foil cover. And I got a couple of more from them of Something Is Killing the Children. I believe there's issue number 12, Virgin covers too. I'm caught up with these books, reading them. This series so far, highly recommend it. It's really good storyline. This is the next one from them. I got two of them. I might get this one CGC also. Okay, now I'm up to my last box. This one is from CGC. I haven't opened it yet. I like to be surprised when I see them, so you'll see by my expression, I'll be happy or I'll be bummed depending on the grade. I believe this is the one, about over 4 years ago now, I was talking to an artist, Todd Knock. He was at a comic book convention. I asked him for a commission, and he said he was full for the Comic Con, and he says, they always fill up fast. Artists can only do a certain amount of commissions per day. But he says he has a waiting list where basically, he does his artwork at home. It takes longer, and to be frank with you, I forgot all about it. He sent me an email about 3 or 4 months ago saying, hey, your name came up. Do you still want a commission? I was like, gosh, it was a long time ago. But I said yes. So I think this is the book, so hopefully it is the book. If not, I'll have to start all over again and tell you what the book is. This one should be, I asked him for an X-Men commission of Kitty Pryde and her dragon, going through a wall. I mean, that's her power, she's intangible. So I haven't seen the grade. Basically, CGC is very particular when books are signed by artists. They have to see them signed by the artist, or they won't give it a yellow label. I think it's a green label. That means they weren't there to authenticate it. So obviously, CGC was not at his house. But I contacted CGC, and they sent a form to Todd Knox's house that he had to fill out saying, hey, I did this. And then I gave him my CGC info, my account information, and then he forwarded it to CGC. And from there, the rest of the process. So I don't know what the grade is. I don't want to see it. Is this the book? Yep, here it is. Okay, I don't see the grade. Let me take it out of the bag. Like I said, it's Kitty Pryde and her dragon. And the grade came a 9.8. Nice. Right on, man. I'm going to show this one to him. So I got the yellow label, and I got a specific label too with the X-Men on the cover here. So 9.8, yes, CGC. Like I said, done by Todd Knock. Everybody always wants a 9.8 or higher. Something comes back even a 9.6, which is nice. I was like, dang it, it's not a 9.8. So these are all the books that I have for you this time. I'm going to try to do a new segment. Hopefully it'll be out in a couple days. I've never done a segment like this before, so hopefully, knock on wood, it will be okay. And my co-host, I said I was going to have a co-host, but they couldn't make it. So hopefully next time I'll have that co-host here with me. And I will have another announcement, a special announcement next week. So you got that to look forward to. So basically, that's all I have for you this time. This is Ephraim from Passpoint One Comics. Please be safe, take care, and see you next time.